my name is Allegra, and I am a witch. Well, technically, I'm a witch in training, an apprentice, if you will. Actually, I go to school to learn how to be the best witch I can be, and the school I go to is called the School of Spells. I go there with my twin sister, Minerva. We look alike, and so teachers have trouble telling which witch is which. Minerva, you might have met her. She's got a spider as a sidekick. Well, anyway, people say we look alike, and we totally do. The only thing is, my broomstick is a lot longer than hers, and between you and me, I'm the brighter of the two. Don't tell her I said that. Now, you might have noticed my American accent. Well, that's because I am the American Witches Ambassador for the School of Spells. It's taken me an age to get this accent right. Not only that, my job is to make sure every single new American witch settles in properly and doesn't get the heebie-jeebies. After all, this school can be quite intimidating, especially on your first day. Things here at the School of Spells aren't quite what they seem. But this school is amazing, and I'm taking some really awesome classes. There's spelling, of course, and then there's broomstick control. Oof, that's a tricky one. I swear, these broomsticks have a mind of their own. I mean, first of all, they are always late. They love to oversweep. But not only that, they go way too fast, and we have to call them broomsticks. They're impossible to get a handle on. But I want to tell you about my absolute favorite class that happens to be the Care of Magical Creatures class. So each witch and wizard gets a sidekick, an animal that stays with them throughout their entire lives. It's our job to make sure they stay happy and healthy, and that's exactly what this class teaches us. But not only that, it also teaches us how these sidekicks can protect us, which is totally the coolest thing. So I was just wondering, would you guys like to meet my sidekick? You would? Yes! She's awesome, she's beautiful, and she's a snake. Her name is Adder-cadabra. Let's get her out. Oh my goodness. Hi. Hello, nice to see you today. Here we go. Everyone have a look at this. Whoa. Guys, here in my hand is my awesome corn snake all the way from America, and her name is Adder-cadabra. Now, just like the name suggests, she's really good at math. But not only that, she can protect me in some amazing ways. Like when I'm doing my spells, she'll use her long body to spell out the next word I need to say. It's actually really, really helpful. Now, I just want to talk to you a little bit about snakes. Of course, snakes are reptiles, meaning they're cold-blooded animals. So, unlike us warm-blooded animals, we have an inner core temperature. Snakes don't. In fact, they're the same temperature as their surroundings. Now, us humans, we can stay nice and warm, and our body can regulate that. So if we get too hot, we sweat, and if we get too cold, we shiver, and that keeps us the same temperature. But not snakes. It's my job to make sure Adder-cadabra stays nice and comfortable. So of course, in her tank, she's got a nice heat mat, and she can go and warm up if she's too cold. And her tank is nice and big, so that she can stretch out her body and stretch those muscles. Really cool. And I have to tell you, I've put a water dish in there, because just like dogs, they love drinking, and they lap it up with their tongue. It's so cute. Now I want to talk to you about how she eats and what she eats. So Adder-cadabra is not partial to school foods, and who can blame her? In fact, she's a carnivore. She likes eating other animals. When we're out doing spells, she can eat any size animal she wants. But of course, that's with using magic. Usually, Adder-cadabra eats things like mice and rats, and there are tons of them in the school. So once a week, I let her out of her tank, and she slithers around the corridors to find her food. Once she finds it, she waits really still, and then she strikes at it and wraps her body around and squeezes really, really tight. Adder-cadabra is a constrictor, meaning she's not venomous at all. So she's gonna squeeze her prey until it stops breathing. And how she can know this is she can actually feel the heartbeat against her skin. Once it stops breathing, she unravels herself, opens her mouth up really wide, and swallows it in one giant bite. Just like that. Hey, that's pretty cool. Now it does take her a really long time to digest her food because of course she's eating everything, bones and all. And her stomach juices have to actually digest the bones, so that's what's gonna make it take a long time. Now, as she's my sidekick, in the event that there are no more rats or mice in the school, or my classmate's cat, Agatha, eats all of them, I have to find her something else to eat. And my solution is frozen mice. I keep them in the school freezer. But of course, before I feed her, I have to defrost it and thaw it out because she hates mice pops, don't ya? Now I want to talk to you about communication because Adder-cadabra doesn't talk. Don't ask me why. She might have a frog in her throat. Instead, she's gonna communicate through pheromones. So you can see she's constantly sticking her tongue out. Whoa, Adder-cadabra, that was so cool. She's sticking it out, and on the end of her tongue are two little prongs. She's not being rude. She's actually smelling with her tongue. So we've got two nostrils, and she's got two prongs. That's gonna help her tell which direction that good smell is coming from, and if it's worth going out and eating it. How cool is that? Now, she does have a skeleton. She does. In fact, she's got lots of bones. Adder-cadabra has around 400 bones. That's nearly double what we humans have. So, in her skeleton, she's got a skull, she's got a really long backbone, and she's got a rib cage that goes the entire length of her body. How cool is that? Oh my gosh. Now, not only that, guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about how she looks. She's got these gorgeous scales all over her body. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh. Now the color of these scales are going to help her to camouflage, especially in her natural environment, which is, of course, cornfields. You don't find these snakes in cornfields because they eat corn. Remember, like I said, she's a carnivore. She likes eating other animals. And there are lots of little animals that like eating the corn found in those fields, which makes it a great habitat for her. Let's look at that camouflage. Oh, it'd be really hard to pick her out of the cornfield, wouldn't it? Now, like I said, she's covered in these gorgeous scales all down her body. And these scales are actually going to help her to move. And not only that, the scales will keep the moisture within her body so she doesn't get dehydrated easily. That is so cool. Of course, guys, snakes do shed their skin. They do. And once they do, they're not shedding all of their skin, just a single top layer. And it comes off in one giant piece. Hold on, I've got something to show you. Let me put Adder-cadabra away for a second. Thanks, Adder-cadabra. We'll see you in a sec. Well done. Now, I've got a bit of her old snake skin. It's very delicate, so this piece actually broke, but you can still see each individual scale. And on the bottom is a different type of scale. These are what's gonna help her to move around. Wow, how cool is it? Very, very delicate and easy to break, but you can see how they shed their skin. It's so incredible. Okay, Adder-cadabra, come back up here. Come on. Now I have to tell you, she goes with me everywhere, and she loves going with me to all of my lessons. Of course, she's really good at math, so that's one of her favorites. But I think her ultimate favorite class is history. That's where we learn all about witchcraft and our ancestors. Oh, it is so cool. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna give you a close-up of that face. Look at how small her head is and how long her body is. She must be at least 4 feet long, I would say. Did you say that, Adder-cadabra? So she is fully grown and she's not gonna get any bigger than this. How awesome is that? Wow. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed taking a step into my world, the world of witchcraft and wizardry. And of course, I hope you enjoyed meeting my sidekick, Adder-cadabra. Now, it's tough times out there, so I want everyone to keep their spirits up. See what I did there? Okay, everyone, thank you so much and have a great day. Bye, everyone.
Hi, we're Zoo Lab, the UK's #1 for ethical, hands-on animal encounters.